AEW Dynamite this week was just perfect. We got great segments, amazing promos, and in this video, I just want to go over my favorite parts of the show. We started off hot with MJF defending his world title against Rouge. The very opening bit with the Rouge promo and then the MJF interruption in the ensuing brawl, and as well as Rouge's promo right before the match, as well as Andrade's pep talk. This is a great way to get over the heat between the two, considering this match was just made last week, and as well MJF has been doing some more social media shenanigans, just throwing shots at Rouge. The passionate promo from Rouge in the backstage beatdown just made you so amped for this match already. This was just an excellent world title match. It was hard hitting, of course, because Rouge is in there. You get great heel work as always from MJF. And though he is a bad guy and was doing heelish things in this match, like headbutting the doctor, this match really made you root for Rouge. Even though you pretty much knew going into it he was not going to win this match, but the work done in it made you really root for Rouge here. After beating Leo Rush, Mark Briscoe delivered an emotional and fiery promo directed towards MJF, asking for a title shot. This was just so heartfelt from Briscoe. Briscoe's like one of my favorite talkers in wrestling right now, and his versatility when it comes to promos I feel like is underrated. He can do the goofy conglomeration promos where you don't really understand a word he's saying, or he can do one of these promos like this that gets you right at your feels, tugs your heartstrings, and you want to see him win. You want to see him get his match with MJF, and you want to see him win the title. Again, if and when this match happens, we most likely know Mark Briscoe isn't going to win, but because of his amazing babyface work and most likely the amazing performance he's going to put on in that match, we're going to want to see Mark Briscoe win so bad, and it's going to make it all the more heartbreaking when he doesn't win. Right now, I want to give a special shout out to Tekla for being apparently the only person in all of AEW who knows Forbidden Doors coming up. She's the only person in the promotion right now who's actively building a program to Forbidden Door, and we don't know who she's fighting it. And yet she's doing these great segments, just declaring war on Stardom, and this week she spat on the Stardom logo that's on the bigger Forbidden Door logo on the entrance tron. She's just the best, and right now I love that she's doing this because since she is the only person in the company that knows Forbidden Doors in a few weeks, this puts an even bigger spotlight on her, which she hasn't really had throughout her whole title run. I know this might sound crazy, but Tekla hasn't really felt like the big star of the women's division. She of course is a star, that's not for debate, but she's not really feeling like the main character of the women's division that she should be, which is kind of disappointing. But she does really spotlight herself when she does these segments, whether it is for this Forbidden Door season or just building up to her own matches in general. And I really hope her opponent for Stardom is Saya Kamatani. I know she's coming to America this month actually to do some indie dates. I forget exactly where she's going to be wrestling, but I hope she ends off the month in AEW challenging Tekla for Forbidden Door. That would be an amazing match. We get another new member of the Don Callis family, and it is the newly turned heel Kevin Knight. I have kind of mixed opinions about this. Kevin Knight is a competent talker on the mic. Maybe he just needs to stop calling himself Jet so often. Like, we get it, that's your nickname, but saying it like every other sentence kind of makes it seem tacky. So maybe that's why they put him with Callis, so he can have a stronger talker with him. But I feel like Kevin Knight was carrying himself well on his own. I mean, he only turned a heel like not even 2 weeks ago, so we didn't really see how he carried himself as a bad guy. If we got like a month of him as a heel and it kind of fell on his face and then they did this, it would make more sense, but it just seems kind of random and sudden. But I am looking forward to the internal feuds in the Callis family with Kevin Knight, because he is the TNT champion, and he won that belt because it was vacated by the previous champion, Kyle Fletcher, when he got injured. So I'm looking forward to whatever they're going to do there. Kevin Knight defended his title against Mike Bailey in an amazing match. This match felt like a sneak peek of a rematch I hope we're going to get at Redemption, where Mike Bailey does beat Kevin Knight for that title. The wild card for the Women's Owen Hart Foundation tournament was revealed to be Mercedes Moné. Man, I did not see this coming. I thought, who are we kidding? Of course it's going to be Mercedes. Who else would it have been? And predictably, she beat Alex Windsor here. I kind of feel bad for Windsor. It kind of seemed like she was going to win the whole thing. Either her or Willow was going to win the whole thing. But now Willow got hurt. They put Mercedes in as the wild card. Tony Khan's probably looking at the two of them like, well, I'm not going to have Alex Windsor go to Wembley Stadium over Mercedes Moné. But hopefully this frees up the Brawling Birds to beat Divine Dominion for the women's tag titles, because I was actually kind of fancy booking that in my head, and I would love to see that. And the main event, we got probably the best TV match of the year, which is crazy considering the amount of bangers Darby had in his world title run. We got a crazy epic match in the semifinals of the men's Owen tournament. Will Ospreay beat Mark Davis, and man, the last 10 minutes of this match was all run-ins, but it worked. Towards the end, each person that came out to run off somebody else, it worked. Like, there were stories in this. We got Takeshita running off Kyle Fletcher. We had the Death Fighters coming in to run off the Callis family members to solidify their union with Will Ospreay. I've seen a few comments kind of comparing this to like WWE run-ins, like why are AEW fans praising this match with all the interferences? Because it doesn't happen all the damn time every week. WWE, you get all these run-ins, at least when I was watching it, you get all these run-ins almost every single match on almost every single show. To like no reaction because the crowd's almost expecting some shenanigans. But here, every run-in got a bigger reaction. This amount of interference is like a spectacle in AEW because it doesn't happen so often. And even after all of the run-ins, we still get like 3 more minutes of match with more incredible near falls and unexpected counters, all leading to Will Ospreay getting the win on Mark Davis, finally using that armbar again. This was just an awesome main event. This was an awesome episode as a whole. And I'm gonna say right now, I know a lot of people say like 2020 through 2022 is like prime AEW. This is prime AEW right now. This is the best, most consistent TV we've ever gotten in AEW's existence. This is the most hype and amped I've been for the product throughout its entire existence. We are living in a great time as a wrestling fan, as AEW fans. This made me love AEW and wrestling even more.